Soldier Season 1 Episode 2 is currently out on Disney Plus, and this time Bucky and the Falcon finally met and are going to team up to try and figure out who these little terrorists are and what they are planning to actually do. They try to look for people who might know about their plans or who might have some connection in some way, whether it's direct to them or not. And we also get the introduction to our new Captain America, John Walker, who's taking up the shoes of Steve Rogers, and it's who we saw at the end of the first episode. And we get to dive in a little bit into who this person is, what he's striving for, what's his background. He worked as a soldier, he is good in combat training, and he doesn't seem to really enjoy the company of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier on the same mission as he is after these little terrorists. Also, what I love about this episode is the bad guys that we are apparently rooting against. They are immediately three-dimensional characters. You can sense that they are more than just a couple of people that are just banding together to achieve this one goal. These people feel like they're a family, and that they are believing that what they're doing is right. And you get many scenes with them where they actually talk to each other like they're family for a few quick moments, and they actually make sacrifices for each other and their goals. And it makes them more than just your typical bad guys that just want to do bad things. They actually have motivations, and they are wanting to get to a certain goal to achieve something for what they believe is right, and you understand it. Now, I'm pretty sure it will be explained a little bit better down the road, because here it's just more of a setup to that, but it is set up really well with these characters, and I was very intrigued. Also, the fight choreography on top of the two trucks was great. I loved the way it was filmed. It was shaky cam, but it was used very well. You still get to see the entire action scene and what's going on. You don't feel like the camera's shaking like it is trying to hide the action. It just felt grounded and gritty, and that is what I love to see. This gritty action from the Winter Soldier, and it delivered on that front. Also, the relationship between Bucky Barnes and Sam Wilson is extremely good here, though I do believe that they do add in a little bit more humor in some of your typical Marvel quips in some points where they shouldn't be. I think for the most part the humor does work well, despite the few times it doesn't, as I said. And the dramatic moments where these characters are actually being serious and need to figure out something and actually have emotional connections with one another and discuss how they're feeling about a certain thing. I thought it all worked very well. And that certain thing is Sam Wilson giving up the shield from the first episode. We see how conflicted Bucky is with this and how mad he is at Sam, and understandably so. But you also understand Sam Wilson not feeling like he's really good enough, and that just makes this whole rivalry between these two characters all the more investing, all the more developed and fleshed out. These are things that I can actually see these characters actually do talk about and think about. It feels very much intact with who they are, and it is going to be very interesting to see how these two characters are going to get along with each other throughout the rest of the series, and I'm very much looking forward to that. Overall, this is a great episode, despite a few jokes being placed at inappropriate times. I do think this is a great episode that you should definitely check out. Thank you guys so much for watching. People like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.